a lot of these movements, it doesn't look like you're moving very much, but there's actually quite a lot.
My name is Kate Haber, and I teach yoga and Pilates here at Living Balance Studios.
We're going to start with a couple of moves laying down on our back.
I've always been athletic and into dance and sports. After college, I had a friend who was into Pilates, and she invited me to her studio one day, and we just started taking classes, and it just felt really good, and the people who taught it were really nice, and there was that social aspect to it as well. It was just a really nice group of people, and the actual work of doing Pilates, it just feels nice in the body. And that action of pulling your belly in is what engages the transversus muscles, the lowest layer of those abdominal muscles, and you activate the pelvic floor muscles. So Pilates is a series of exercises that works on strengthening the core muscles so that the whole body is in good shape sort of from the core out. Joseph Pilates, who invented it, was a dancer and an acrobat, and during World War II he was working as a nurse, and he saw a lot of soldiers recovering from their injuries in the hospital who there was nothing wrong with them, but they had broken legs or arms and they couldn't get up and run around the way somebody else could. So we developed a system of exercises to work out the entire body while you were laying immobilized on your back.
Pull on your back. Just let the weight of your head rest. Keeping the belly drawn in so that you're activating the core muscles. You inhale here. You exhale.
And basically there's a bunch of exercises that you do. You do about 10 or 12 of each ones. A lot of them can be modified to make them more gentle or stronger depending on your level of fitness or what you're looking for.
So you bring the knees up at a 90-degree angle. If you want to make the move a little easier, you keep your head on the floor. If you want to make the move a little more challenging, you bring head, neck, and shoulders up and just rest your head in your hands.
Pilates, I think, is great for anybody. A lot of people have lower back problems. The way our life is these days, between sitting at a desk or at a computer or driving, we end up compressing the spine and sitting in this hunched over position a lot. And Pilates, and that leads to a lot of lower back pain. So Pilates strengthens the core muscles. It decompresses the spine, takes that pressure and that pain out, and just makes you feel much better in your body. Even for people with no pain, no injuries, it's just a very thorough but gentle way of keeping the body in very nice shape.
Posture and balance is an important part of posture, so I like to emphasize balance poses with all of my students. I found that everybody, from the 20-year-old triathlete to the 80-year-old grandmother, everybody has a very difficult time with balancing, so I like to try to practice that with all of my students.
Those same relaxation benefits that you would get out of yoga, you also get out of Pilates.
About 45 degrees. Then separate, come out and around, and knee.
Basically, I think a lot of people are unaware of what Pilates is. The name is a little misleading. It's just the last name of the man who invented it. I always joke with a friend of mine, if you called it core power strengthening class, a lot of people would come to it, more than Pilates. I think a lot of people are afraid that Pilates is some kind of dance. So they're like, I don't know how to dance. It sounds really girly. I don't want to do this. But I just think everybody could benefit from that work.